Welcome, Never Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Vinyasa flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of runner's stretch. The message is about unleashing your true self. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga, we are going to go ahead and press the start button all together right now for today's practice. Then come with me. We're going to go ahead and lay down on our mat. So just take your time to get there. You might plant your feet to the width of your hips and then just kind of slowly roll back. We're going to begin with soles of feet together, knees wide, if that serves you. If not, you could always put blocks or some props underneath the outsides of your thighs. But if you would prefer, you could plant your feet at the width of your mat and then knock your knees together like a teepee tent. When you get there, left hand on your heart and right hand on your belly. Just let your eyes close down. And then collectively, let's all take a nice deep breath in. Fill your chest, your lungs, your diaphragm up with your breath. Sip it in, sip it in, sip it in. Cap it off and sigh it out your mouth. Letting that exhalation help wipe away anything that could possibly hinder your practice today. Drawing by choice the focus of your mind in towards your breath. Experiencing the rise on the inhalation of your breath, of your chest, your lungs, your diaphragm, and on the exhalation, experiencing the settling, the sinking, the emptying out of your breath. So as you make that choice to slow down the pace of your breath, your mind follows. So setting aside whatever it took for you to get here today and really drawing your full attention right into this place and this space right now. We're going to discover the quality that we can create for this day. Now, should you have a single-minded purpose for your practice today, we're going to let some of those layers that don't serve us get peeled away. We're going to unveil or unleash our authentic selves, your true self. So if that brings to mind perhaps a wish or a prayer for someone or something that you would like to dedicate your practice towards today, just draw that intention right into your heart. And then go ahead and stretch your arms overhead, open your eyes up, and lengthen your legs out as well. So see how tall you can get laying down. Flare your toes out, flare your fingers out. And then as you bend your knees, slip your hands underneath your hamstrings, and you're going to roll around on your back. Now let your feet get involved. Let them roll right around your ankles, creating some circular motion. You can have your hands on your hamstrings or maybe even lace them together as you roll around on the small of your back. And then reverse that direction. Let your feet roll around. Maybe there's some snap, crackle, pops, just letting some fluidity move through your ankle joints as you flare your toes out. And then take your feet to the width of your mat again with your knees bent, but this time create goalposts with your arms if that's possible, or just have your hands alongside your body, but begin to let your knees rinse right and then rinse left. So this is a beautiful warm up for your lower back, starting to get your hips involved, just letting your knees be the windshield wipers that keep the slate clear today. Just continuing to wipe away any thoughts that are not serving you, gently drawing yourself back right into this present moment. Now go ahead and let your knees rinse over to the right, but tip your head and gaze over to the left. So you're going to look in the opposite direction. And then do the same thing. Rinse your knees left and shift your gaze over to the right. Now when you come back onto your back, pick up your feet, capture them with the outsides of your hands to find happy baby, or maybe it's the outsides of your legs, and then just take a gentle rock right and left. Now go ahead and levitate your legs straight up to the sky. Your palms are going to be down, your legs are going to be up, your head is going to be down, and you're going to lift your hips up just a couple of inches straight up to the sky. So lift and lower. Just lift up, activate deep muscle in the core. Yes, go up and down, breathing in and out through your nose. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Just a couple more. And then you're going to capture the backs of your legs and just rock a little back and forth, but come all the way up with the soles of the feet together. Now you might have to inch your sits bones back. Soles of feet are going to come together, but you're going to create kind of a diamond shape. So your feet are going to be further away from your body. And then with a flat back, just start to inch your sits bones back and your arms forward as you fold down over your legs. Now walk your hands back up, keep the legs the same. Tense your finger pads behind your sit bones. Roll your shoulder heads up and back. Soften your elbows. Look up as you lean back. Now go ahead and straighten your legs out, flex your feet, and walk your upper body down. Now you might have to inch your sit bones back as you fold on down. Now as you walk back up, sweep your arms out and up. Take your left arm forward and your right arm back, and then let the finger pads, thumb is going to be in towards your sits bone, left bicep by your cheekbone, arc up and back. And then go ahead and take both hands behind. Now thumbs are going to be in, pinky fingers out, and lift your hips up. Beautiful. Lower your hips down, flex your feet again, press your thigh bones down. Breathe in, and then part the arms in the opposite direction. Right hand forward, left hand back. Left thumb in toward the left sit bone. Right bicep by your cheekbone, lift up and back. Now walk your hands back out to a forward fold, letting the spine be nice and long. Maybe you use blocks, maybe you capture one hand, lacing the wrist of the other as you pull yourself deeper into the expression of the fold. And then as you release it, come on up. You're going to crisscross like an applesauce seat and just roll up and over onto your hands and knees to find a little bit of cat for a rounded back and a chin tucked. And a little bit of cow, tilting your tail up and arching your back. Yeah, keep your knees stacked over your hips stacked over your knees. Round the back, tuck the chin. If you look back and you can see your calves or your ankles or your feet, hide them behind your quads. Now keep that going. Exhale, round and hollow. Inhale, soften and melt. Now let's hear your breath. Exhale, round and hollow with that soft whisper of a noise that only you can hear. But you're exhaling on the rounding and you're inhaling on the melting. Keep that going. Exhale on the rounding. Inhaling on the melting. Exhale on the rounding. Inhale on the melting. Now tuck your toes under. Lift your shins up and just hover them. Now send your sit bones back and come into downward facing dog. You're going to pedal through your feet a little bit, pressing your heels back behind your second and third toe, shifting your hips side to side. Then at the same time, with your feet the width of your hips, pop your heels up. Shift forward to bend your knees and let them hover again. Drop your knees, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Bend your arms and go chin, chest, belly as you slither down to the mat, coming into cobra on the inhale. And then on the exhale, lower your chin back down to the mat, tuck your toes under, rock your hips up and back, down dog. Now from your down dog, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. Heel toe your feet all the way to the width of your mat and capture your peace fingers around your big toes. Now shake your head out. Anything swirling around inside your head, any kind of anxiety, any fear, any doubt. Just take this opportunity to let it spill from in between your ears right out onto your mat. And then with that conscious awareness, move your head back and forth, saying yes, yes to this day, yes to showing up, and yes, that you are exactly where you belong. There is absolutely no coincidence that you are here. Now, from here, release your big toes and come all the way to standing at the back of your mat. Heel toe your hands and your feet all the way together at the back of the house. Lift your right leg up to balance on the left leg and crane at the back of the mat. Soften the left knee. You're going to kick the right leg back, straight back as the left leg is bent. So it's like a bent leg warrior three with your hands at heart center. Now tip your finger pads down, pull the left hip back as you extend that left leg straighter. Then exhale, squeeze the right leg behind the left at the back of the house. Get low, get little. Inhale, come back up, L shape. Exhale, get low, get little. Inhale, come back up. Third time, exhale, squeeze the right leg behind the left. Right hand stays down, twist open to the left. Breathe in. You could point that right foot, floint it, or flex it. Turn it back into that L shape. Now, from the L shape, walk out to three-legged down dog. Roll open at the hip. Bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes. Now draw the right knee into the nose, step the right forward, dip the left knee down, and go ahead and offer your arms up. Breathe in. Part the arms, breathe out. Left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand on left hamstring, arc up and back. Now go ahead and frame the right leg. Draw back as you extend it. Dig the heel in, flare your toes out. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out as you bow and fold for runner's stretch. Half of a split, Ardha Hanumanasana over that right leg. Now pull the right foot back, tuck the left toes under. Modified revolve lunge. Take the right hand back, spin the outer edge of the left foot down, left arm forward, and then windmill around for second warrior. Flip the right palm for peace. Straighten the right leg, let the left hand capture the right wrist, reach up and back. Dig the right heel in, pivot to the side, side bend to the back of the house. Pivot the left foot to the back of the house, sweep your wings alongside your body for devotional warrior as you bow down. On the way up, peel the right heel off your mat for high lunge. Right hand forward, left hand back. Now, slowly take the right knee down to your mat. Left hand to the outside of the right hamstring, arc up and back. Now this time, cross over. Right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh for the twist. Pop up the right kneecap. Twisted crescent. Now nice and slow, come around for second warrior at the back of the house. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Now warrior two, front of the house, bend into the right leg. Flip the right palm, keep the right leg bent, peace. Now windmill your hands down, step into high plank pose. Lower all the way to your mat. Point your toes, rise up. Maybe it's cobra, maybe it's up dog. Send your hips up and back, down dog. From your down dog, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the house. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, pull yourself together physically and mentally breathe out. Rise up to stand at the back of the house, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Balance on the right leg. Let the left leg lift for crane. Soften the right leg, kick the left leg back for a bent leg, warrior three. Right leg is bent, left leg stretches straight back. Beautiful. Now tip the finger pads down, pull back on the right leg so it starts to extend. Left leg is in an L shape. Exhale, squeeze the left leg behind the right. Get low, get little. Inhale, come back up. Do that again. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, come back up. Third time, squeeze it in, left foot behind the right. This time, peel the right arm open. Unravel as you walk out, three-legged down dog. Roll open as the left hip opens. Your left toes flare out. Left knee draws right up the center line with a rounded back. Pull the thigh in, heel to the bum. Step it forward, right knee down. Offer your arms up. Breathe in. Part the arms, breathe out. Right hand forward, left hand back. There you go. Left hand behind the right hamstring, arc up and back. Now this time, frame the left leg. Pull the right hip to stack over the right knee. Left leg extends, flare your toes out. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, take that dive right into that left leg. Now as you pull the left foot back to be beneath your knee, left ankle stacks beneath your left knee. Right hand down, left arm lifts, modified revolved lunge. Now, as the left arm reaches back, you root down through the outer edge of the right foot, windmill your arms around, second warrior. Turn it in to peaceful, keeping that left leg bent, reach up and back. Right hand captures the left wrist. Assist yourself up and back as you straighten the left leg. Dig the left heel in, pivot to a wide-legged side stance, but lean up and over to the right. Back of the house. Now pivot to the back of the house, brush and sweep down. Like you've got a warrior one stance and your devotional bow all the way to the earth. Now on the rise, peel the left heel off your mat. You've got high crescent lunge at the back of the house. Left hand forward, right hand back. Let that left knee lower all the way to your mat. Right hand behind the left hamstring, arc up and back. Now collect your hands in heart center, left upper arm on the outside of that right front thigh. Tuck the left toes under, pop the kneecap up, twisted crescent lunge. Can you get your thumbs in the center of your chest? Breathe. Now, up and around warrior two, back of the house. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Warrior two, front of the house. Take a peaceful, flip that left palm reverse. And now windmill your hands down, stepping into high plank, lowering all the way to your mat, scooping your heart forward and through, exhaling as you draw up and back, down dog. Walking your hands back to your feet at the back of your mat. Heel toe your feet all the way together. On the rise up, go ahead and lift the right leg right up. We've been here, crane. This time, as your hands come to heart center, cross the right leg over the left, standing pigeon. Yeah, pull that left hip back, open the right hip through the hip joint, and then slowly kick the right leg back like we did before, bent leg warrior 3, tipping down to that L shape. Now, right leg behind the left, squeeze it in. Inhale, back up. Do it again. Exhale, get low, get little. Inhale, back up. Third time's a charm. Squeeze it in. Right hand down. Twist open to the left. Left arm up. Stack your shoulders. Maybe even shift up to the left thumb, your gaze. Unravel. Walk yourself out. Three-legged down dog. Roll open at the hip. Option to stay right here or right foot behind the left for wild thing, flipping it inside out with the right arm coming up and over. Bring it back around, kiss your right kneecap right up the center line. Go ahead and step it in between your hands. Dip the left knee down. Offer the arms up, breathe in. Left hand forward, right hand back, breathe out. Right hand behind the left hamstring, arc up and back. Windmill your hands down, draw the right hip back, runner's stretch. Now, if you want to work full Hanuman, full splits, that's also an option, or half of a split. You choose, you decide. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold over that right front leg, breathe out. Now on the way up, you're going to pull the right foot to stack under your right knee. Left hand down, modified revolved lunge. Right hand back, left hand forward. Windmill your arms around, warrior 2. Flip the right palm. Peaceful. Straighten the right leg, left hand, right wrist. Dig the right heel in, pull your toes up. Pivot to the side, side bend to the back of the house. Pivot to the back of the house, devotional warrior. Brushing and sweeping anything away that is not your true, authentic self, which is revealed through that still, small voice that is always present. We just need to listen to it. Rise back up, crescent lunge. Right hand forward, left hand back. Arc up and back, left hand behind the right hamstring. Right bicep by the cheekbone, and then wring it out on the twist. Now you might want to stack your arms high to low. You could do a half bind. You could wrap a full bind. You choose, you decide. Up and around, second warrior, back of the house. Stargazer, heels in, toes out, look up. Things are looking up. Now, front of the house, second warrior. Flip the right palm for peace. And then windmill your hands down. Shoot the right leg back for three-legged high plank this time. Lower down, right leg joins the left. Back bend of choice. And then take your hips up and back, down dog at the back of the house. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Take a halfway lift. We're going to do 3 of these. Breathe in. Exhale, feet are width of hips. Pull yourself together on the fold. Root to rise. Find stability. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and pause. Offer your arms back up. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Breathe out. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, physically, mentally, spiritually, pull yourself together. Energize as you rise up. The energy is the life of your soul. Bring your hands to heart center. One more time, offer up your purpose, your intention, your prayer. Part the heavens, hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen, you've got this. Exhale, pull yourself into that fold. It brings stability and calmness. Rise back up. Elevate the left leg up. Crane. Steady your gaze, take your time. Breathe. Cross the left leg over the right. Beautiful. Go ahead and kick that left leg back. Right leg is bent. Hinge at the waist into that L shape. You know where we're going. Squeeze the left leg behind the right. Get low, get little. Tap into that true, authentic self. Exhale, squeeze in, get low, get little. It's that green light that gives you peace in your life, where the red light just knows that something is not quite right. Left hand down, right arm lifts. There's chaos, there's anxiety, there's concern. Knowing that we need to make some sort of change to find that green light. Now walk out, three-legged down dog. Roll open at the hip, bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes out. Option to stay right here or turn it into wild thing, flipping inside out, left foot behind the right, left arm up and overhead, just as an option. Left arm lifts, bring it around, left knee to nose. Step it forward, dip the right knee down. Offer your arms up, breathe in. Part your arms, right hand forward, left hand back. Draw the tips of your shoulder blades together. Squeeze the left foot toward the right knee to find stability. Left hand behind the right hamstring. Arc up and back. Windmill your hands. Now, if you want to go into runner's stretch, Ardha Hanumanasana, left leg goes straight. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, bow down. You could always work into full Hanuman. You could use a block under the left hamstring if that might serve you better. Lifting up the earth. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold again. Now, as you come back up, pull the left ankle to stack under the left knee. Right hand down, left arm lifts, modified revolve lunge. Now, root down through the outer edge of the right foot, windmill your arms around, second warrior. Now, flip the left palm for peace. Straighten the left leg, dig the left heel into the earth like a divot. Right hand, left wrist, lift up and back. No rush, no hurry. Pivot on the left foot to come around, wide-legged stance. Bend to the right. Pivot to the back of the house, brush and sweep away any of those habits that serve you no longer as you bow down. Any unresolved issues of the past, sweep them away. It helps you become more present in this place. Peel the left heel off, rise up. Left hand forward, right hand back. Dip that back knee down. Right hand to the outside of the left leg, arc up and back. Now move it right into the twist, popping that left kneecap back up, maybe coming into an expansion of the arms, maybe a bind. You choose, you decide. Breathe. Up and around, second warrior, back of the house. Turn it into stargazer. Heels in, toes out, gaze up. Second warrior, front of the house. Keep the bend in the left leg, flip that left palm reverse. Windmill your hands down, seek after peace, shoot that left leg back. Three-legged high plank, lower down. Left leg joins the right. Offer your heart up. Tuck your toes under. Rock your hips up and back. Down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the house. Heel toe your feet together in the fold. Rise your arms up. Chair posture at the back of the house. Now, fingertips alongside your feet. Left hand, left hip. Carry the right shin up. Maybe peace fingers on the right big toe. Extend it out. Left arm lifts. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, open up, variation B. Cross the right leg over, standing pigeon. Kick the right leg back and walk right out, three-legged down dog. Roll open at the hip. Knee to wrist, pigeon. Right heel, top of the left thigh bone. Now, start to walk your upper body down. Maybe you're on your forearms. Maybe you want to stack some sort of prop under the right hip. But bow into this place. Now allow any of those thoughts that serve you no longer to affect the quality of the day that is the highest of arts. Henry David Thoreau. How do we get more quality in our day? We unleash our true self, letting our yes be yes and our no be no. And just remaining authentic. You have everything you need. You're good enough. You have enough. You are enough. Walk yourself up, but you're going to roll onto the right sit bone. Left leg's going to go long as it is, but spiral the kneecap up as you bring the sole of the right foot to the left inner thigh. Arms lift, pivot, and rotate toward the left leg. Janu Shirshasana as you fold over that left leg. If you would like more, slip the left forearm in, right arm comes up and overhead. Release, right hand's going to plant. You're going to rise up on the shin of the right leg. Left leg goes long. Left arm up and overhead. Now plant the left hand, just spiral back to downward facing dog and go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. Heel toe your feet together and come into chair pose. Last standing posture, chair. Tips of your fingers reach down. Right hand, right hip, left hand, left shin or knee. Maybe peace fingers on the left big toe. Extending it out, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Stand into the posture, lifting out of the right hip, not dumping into it. Stand tall, open up for variation B. Breathe. Go ahead and cross that left leg over the right. Hands at heart center. Standing pigeon. Kick the right leg is bent. Kick the left leg back. Walk out, three-legged down dog. Roll open at the hip. Flare your toes out. Left knee, left wrist for pigeon. Left heel, top of the right thigh bone. Inch your right leg back into the center of your mat as you bow down. So let your heart melt. So as you move through your day and move through your week, just being very mindful of decisions you make, choices you make. You have so much more choice than you think you do about what you think about what you do, about what you choose to say yes to. Don't always think you have to answer right away. Say, let me get back to you. Ponder it, pray about it. Be guided by that green light of peace, of serenity, of knowing that it is something that you want to trade your time for, which is how we increase the quality of every single day. It's what we choose to do with that day. Now, as you rise up, spin onto the left sit bone, extend the right leg. It's already long. Just rotate it up toward the sky, left sole of foot toward right inner thighs, Janu Shirshasana at the back of the house, and fold over the right leg, bow down. If you would like more, right forearm in, left arm up and overhead. Now, as you plant your left hand on your mat solid, rise up on the left knee and shin, root down through the outer edge of the right foot, and reach the right arm up and overhead. Now, stretch your hips forward a little bit to create a little more back bend. Plug the right shoulder head in, and maybe even looking up and under the right arm. Now, as you slowly lower your bottom back down, you're going to pivot to the back of the house. You're going to extend both legs out and right back to the beginning. Lift both arms up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Breathe out. Dandasana staff pose. Do you see any difference in the amount of pliability, flexibility, movability in your fold? Now, as you rise up, keep your elbows close to the ground. Just kind of slide your hands along your mat. Land your forearms right next to your body. Your thumbs and your index fingers are right by your sits bones. Then lift your heart up for fish pose. You got it. Breathe. Now, slide your arms down as you pull your chin in and lower yourself down onto your mat. Pull the sole of the left foot in, hug the right shin in, and then stretch the right leg up to the sky as you draw it in towards your heart and chest. Now, release the right leg straight. You've got your left leg bent. Just hug the left shin in. Roll it across the right and look over to the left as you create a goalpost with the left arm. Now as you come back onto your back, draw the right foot in with the bent right leg. Left leg goes up to the sky. Physically pull the left leg in, continuing to stretch that left hamstring as you draw in towards your heart and chest on the exhale. Inhale, lighten it up. Go ahead and straighten the right leg, hug a bent left leg in, and then roll it across your body, twisting in the opposite direction. We might have to hug the right leg in, left leg long, and then twist in the opposite. There we go. Come back onto your back, making sure that your hands reach to the outsides of your feet or legs to come into happy baby. And rock just a little bit side to side. And then go ahead and slide your legs right on out into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Now I invite you to lay your body down, to just set aside any remaining tension. And should you have 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to stay in Shavasana, just feel free to turn the video off. I just know that we will reconnect again. Now, if you're coming with me, just invite that true self of yours that you are going to continue to unleash by literally peeling away those layers that serve you no longer. Any fear, any anxiety, just start following your energy. What brings you energy? Follow that. Energy is the language of your soul. Bending your knees, planting your feet, just make that tip over onto your right side, extending the right arm overhead. And then bring yourself back into the day. You're going to plant the left hand, bring the right arm in to help bring yourself to that sweet seat. That sweet seat we call Sukhasana. Take your Surya Hasta Sun hands, spread them wide, carry the gifts, the graces, and the blessings that make up that true, authentic self that you are as it continues to be revealed. Seal your purpose into your heart. Let it bring peace. Let it bring love and joy that you can share with your family, with your friends, and your loved ones. Sip your breath in, open your eyes up, one Om to home, sip it in. Home. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.